Good evening from Tokyo's Japan National Stadium.
It's September 17th, 2025, Day 7 of the World Athletics Championships.
The field includes Faith Cherotich of Kenya, Winfred Yavi of Bahrain, Sembo Ameayu of Ethiopia, and other top contenders.
A race of barriers, water jumps, and endurance
Extremely
awaits.
warm, mid-80s, and with the added humidity, it is going to be, this is the longest race of the night, and it will be the toughest conditions for these athletes.
It really is oppressive tonight, and I know the 3,000 isn't too long, but considering their warm-ups and everything, they will be feeling the heat tonight. But sometimes you just see crazy performances, even when the weather doesn't invite it to be so. So I wouldn't put anything past these women. I think this might be a very, very fast effort.
I don't think that water jump is going to cool them off either. I bet that water's pretty warm.
I don't think it's going to be refreshing. Absolutely not.
So Cherotich, Yavi, Cherotich, and Gerudo moving up and taking to the early leadership position here, as we'll see the progression bar, the lower right of your screen, showing how far. We're also going to keep an eye, Kara, on how these women go over the barriers. Different choices, different styles.
Yeah, well, we just saw Cherotich with her signature leap over the barriers, which when they're running this part, it doesn't really seem to matter. Yavi does that sometimes as well, but over the water barrier is where it can make a big difference. And some of these women choose to do their little tuck the heels and hop over and lose momentum through the water barrier. And you compare that with the Americans, who are really, really good at pushing off that barrier and clearing as much of the water as possible. Yavi and Cherotich can close very, very well, and I think that Cherotich thinks her best chance here is to push this and make it an honest effort throughout the entire race.
You see Doris Lemengole of Kenya, who's also in this race. Over a lap and a half to go.
And it looks like Yavi's trying to really squeeze this down. She has won a lot of races in that final 100, so I don't think she's afraid of the kick, but she's really going to try to put the hurt on the two women behind.
Yavi and Cherotich. You see Doris Lemengole of Kenya, who's also in this race.
Cherotich goes down,
and
Paul.
Cherotich has gone down.
Yavi and Cherotich can close very, very well, and I think that Cherotich thinks her best chance here is to push this and make it an honest effort throughout the entire race.
So near disaster for Cherotich, trying to get back. So we already have now a breakaway of 8 women in the front as they work their way to the water jump for the very first time. Chase pack includes Alameyu and Lemengole. As they splash through, everyone safely in and out. So the racing continues on the straightaway.
To set this pace and have it be very aggressive from the beginning. Yavi and Cherotich can close very, very well, and I think that Cherotich thinks her best chance here is to push this and make it an honest effort throughout the entire race.
With 1 lap to a world title in Tokyo.
Well, Faith Cherotich is doing her best to stay on Yavi, but Yavi has definitely created some daylight now, and she just needs to have a clean race from here on. Gerudo is starting to drop back. Cherotich is still trying to hang in there. A lot of talk that maybe she could be the one to stick with Yavi, but right now Yavi is dominating this race.
Gold and bronze from Paris to the back stretch.
You gotta wonder if Cherotich is just trying to plan this just right, if she's trying to just hold a little in back so that she has something down that final 100 and into this straightaway. She's not letting Yavi really get away from her.
Final water jump, and Cherotich moves to the outside and tries to go to the lead, and she has the lead coming out of the water.
There was so much talk that Cherotich could be the woman to upset Yavi, and she's run this race so smart and with such seniority. It's incredible.
A woman that works with Faith Kipyegon says she's a source of inspiration. Kipyegon won the 1500, and her mentee wins the world title in the steeplechase. Championship record.
Faith Cherotich ran that perfectly, Paul. She stayed back. She stayed within contact. She never led. She was clean over the barriers, and she waited until the timing was right. She was so powerful. She just popped out of the water on that final water barrier. It was almost like it caught Yavi off guard.
Well, you called it, Kara, as she was biding her time, waiting for that opportunity, and it was the water jump. And in coming across the line first, Faith Cherotich now the youngest ever world champion in this event at 21 years of age. Almayu will get...
Faith Cherotich of Kenya wins gold in the women's 3,000-meter steeplechase with a time of 8 minutes, 51.59 seconds, setting a new championship record. Winfred Yavi takes silver in 8 minutes, 56.46 seconds, and Sembo Almayu of Ethiopia claims bronze in 8 minutes, 58.86 seconds. A thrilling final in Tokyo.
For more coverage and analysis, subscribe to Athletics World.